Hello, everybody. Welcome back over here. And took me a time to look at it to the charts for it, and seeking it inside of the energies. What is about this? What's going to happen today? What I'm showing you, it's actually 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's about today. It's about what is your motivation. See, your motivations is actually your motives inside of you is going to be leading you. Either you are going to be going and make these orders and telling other people what to do, what they should do, and so on and so on. But your motive is ultimately you to be right, you to be your way, you to be your things, and so on and so on. There is different reasons in there. If you're doing to inspire so the other can get better, the other can be right. And this is going to be the energy today. You're going to have to face it within yourself for it. And with that being said, thank you guys for coming here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I have to recognize MV. MV, you've been sending some on a regular basis buy me a coffee, and I want to say thank you. Me and Paulina wants to say thank you about this as well for it. I don't want to exclude my partner to it. So, guys, appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. It's kind of like an energy exchange back to it. All right. So, what's going to happen today in there within the energy? Maybe something happened in the days too, and so on and so on. That is a when the new moon comes in, new trigger came in, new situations that it's coming in into your life for it. But you need to understand that through this periods in there, this is how you grow. Okay, you go through the tough times, you go through this uh, looking at inside of those patterns in there. And 6 o'clock in the morning, there's going to be this energy of Venus ascendant and the moon coming together. They're all going to opposing Pluto, the transformations there. But if you see all those energies, they're actually attrining Saturn's or Neptune in there in Pisces. All those Pluto, Saturn, and Neptune, they're retrograde. Send you back to do these evaluations. Are you going to be controlling and liking that transformations of you to inspire? Okay, you to inspire people. And this is about to see your motivation. Look at that motivations. Where do you develop that in your fifth year? That is it, the fifth year, when you actually decide there. You know, you see those little children at 5 years old when they start talking wisely, and they are like, "You are bad. You should be acting like this and this. This is no good." Or you see the other side in there of that. But then, what do you develop on that fifth year of you? So that energy is gonna come in, the intuition, Venus and Mercury, they're both in the ascendant. They're always gonna be opposing Pluto. You're gonna opposing that transformations inside of you. But that is gonna lead you to a very great energies because of the end. It's gonna be a reminder what happened the last year. And last year at this time, for it, I'm going to show you on the chart what happened the last year. Okay. Um, it's kind of like a very special report for it, guys. So I want to talk to you a little bit about this up here. See, the last year, the Venus and Mars pretty much got together with this wisdom. Pluto and Neptune and Saturn pretty much were in the same place. We're talking about this wisdom in there. And in about 2 days, the moon is going to be on that place to remind you. But we are going to have Venus walking back in there. It's about the love to grow, to put that energy of inspirations is in there because that love, it is about this. Okay, guys, so this is what happened the last year for it. but we're dealing with these energies. And to remind you, the moon, Mercury, and Venus, they're going to go through this divine energy as the same was as the last year. All right, so with that being said, going up very quick with the daily energies. 7 o'clock in the morning, the midheaven, it's in Aries, so that is going to be what I need to do, what I need to authorize. In there, you may have internal conflicts with that energies in there. Your intuition is like, I don't know what to do. Maybe there is some certain things in there that I cannot do. You have to look the energies between the Mercury and how you're talking to yourself. That Mercury ascendant and that sextile with Jupiter is about the growth. The growth, that maturity of the motivations inside of you. What's motivates you? Okay, what's motivates you is going to lead actually to the actions that you're going to be looking inside from within yourself. All right, 8 o'clock. This is going to be a little bit more tough energies. You're going to be dealing still with this material world's situations in there. But you need to understand through tough positions, you're gaining the wisdom that's going to come from the divine energies. With the ascendant, with Saturn, the next hour is going to be divine energies with Neptune. But talking about those energies in there, don't be on hurry up. Don't put pressure. Let the things that comes to you natural way, and through the natural way, you're gonna be know how to act and react. Basically, that will be the energy of the king that receives bad news, and it's like, okay, let's see what we can do, but not act or react right away in the moment. Okay, let's go kick them butt, let's go kill them, and so on, so on. No, it is about take that moment. It's like you need tragedy. You need to think differently. You need to look at it better and yourself. All right, you do that in the next hour. You're gaining that positions. This is what I was talking about. That's where I brought you the last year when Venus and Mars was there. Those reminder about that unifications that was supposed to happen in there to it last year. That was at the moment when Venus went retrograde. Now in a month, you're gonna be reminding what did you do about the love inside of you in the past year? Have you learned to motivate yourself of order, or you learn to inspire through love? What was it for you? The one, it's the leading to the needs of you to be loved. The other one, he goes in there to motivate other people to that growth of love. So that energy is going to be a reminder. Some of you is going to get those reminders is in there. Very powerful energies here with Mars and Uranus. It's coming. They are in Taurus. This is like the heaven and the earth. It's coming together to remind you that the higher you go, the more grounding you're going to need in there. So if you get those intense energies here from Venus, from the moon and the Mercury right now to it, get yourself in a proper order. Okay, calm down your emotions, calm down your aggravations, and seek why you are like this. This is going to be helping you down the road, your life to get much better. Much better. All right, talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 10 o'clock. Growth, yeah, the growth has to be healed in there. It's going to take some time in there. If you have wounds, you have not grow in there. But when you work in a pace of the attentions of the wounds, you're going to be growing within. Beautiful energies to realizing things inside of you. Throughout the duality, we actually made a very good video with Paulina. Through that duality, we've seen the benefits of going through the emotions, going through this, but still seeing it, that positiveness of the growth. We are focused within the growth while understanding the problems that comes in to tell us the areas of concern to grow, and we motivate each other. But that ultimately, that motivation goes into the relationship, it makes it better. Okay. So seeking it that within yourself, you're gonna be finding a lot of positive energy is gonna come with this, as long as you know how to act in there. Triggers, yes, you're gonna have a triggers at 11 o'clock during those positions. To remind you, Saturn is a very interesting energy for it. He is the priest, and you go into the priest and you ask the priest back in the days, or the shaman or the tribal leader, and you tell them, I want this, I want that, and so on and so on. And he's like, well, my child, you cannot just want, you also have to give. And here as it comes in, it's like, what I have to give, I just need to receive. This is gonna come in that wisdom of taking a that I was talking about this brother bear in their action from it to it, because of the warrior killed mama bear, but later on the universe tells him, let me put you to see what does it look like you to be a bear. And some of those energies of Saturn is gonna coming into you, but they're for a great purpose. They're for a great purpose. Okay. Because later on he had to become the big care for that little cub that he killed his mother in there. He had to go through it, and he had to keep his relationship. And we're talking about those relationship in Gemini, the brothers. The third house also represents the brothers in there, right? That's how it goes, the brothers, the sisterhoods, and so on. Someone who is like you, okay? You may have spiritual brothers, spiritual sisters is in there, but be careful with that energies, because that can lead you to a trigger. Why you are not like that? Why you don't see? Why do you don't accept the truth within the people in there? Good wisdom is gonna come with that. Yeah, the next hour is gonna be a balanced time. Everything as you see it, it's focused down below with Pluto, who is like, let me remind you what is going on. You stop acting of this energies about the love. You stop acting about this control. You stop acting about this improper communications. I want you to seek this balance. I want you to make the balance within your intuitions. I want you to grow. I want you to give you these proper energies about what about family. You see, this is how the divine energies comes in underneath the shell. Okay, those little voices that most of you don't listen. But if you focus just a little bit for a second on that little energy of voices inside of it within, guess what? Pluto is gonna teach you in the sacred family. Okay, the sacred family, one of in that movie, The Brother Bear, one of the shaman, the old lady, she knew that this man chose the life as a bear. And when everyone who has been grown, they put their paw prints into a stone, he went out there and he put that bear paw as a human in there, as a putting as a living as a life to it. It's a great movie. You should guys see it. It is actually better for the energies, guys. All right, talking about the next hour, the balance is going to be made. Very beautiful growth. This is a very sextile energies with the moon, sextile energies with Jupiter. You understand the growth is in order for it. You're understanding the proper visions, the needs to change. You're authorizing this change, or you don't like the balance the way it is, or what's forcing you to make a balance. So pay attention to this 1 o'clock energy, because that can lead you to unhealed patterns. Okay, but those unhealed patterns can talk to you that you don't like something, but you don't know why you don't like it, and you don't have balance with you. But when you understanding why you don't like it, then that doesn't bother you anymore, do you? All right, divine time, Mars and Saturn. Saturn comes in to tell you this energies. And here is that through Libra's ascendant, you're going to be learning about, yeah, we need to make a balance for it. But by facing the challenges within the family, you can maintain the balance from within. And where do you make the balance? The balance is going to be made at Taurus, which is Mars, and your spirit, which is Saturn. Saturn in the 12th house is the spiritual teacher in actions at the end of the day, the inspirations that it goes on in there. In the proper way, which is right now Saturn is there, he is actually in a very good position, motivating your spirit, motivating your soul. And that movie, Brother Bear, and there is very good to see it. I wish you guys can watch it. All right, talking about the ascendant Scorpio that it comes in. Here we go. We have this again, this Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo's energies again for it. I mean, it's a spiral situations. You go through the same thing with a different height for it to you. But if you look at it the way the gravity goes on and the way the gravity works for it, if you, let's say, picture us, we're here in the solar system and we want to travel to the center of the Milky Way. You need to understand that if you were trying to point a direct line towards the center in there, since the galaxy is spinning so fast for it, we're not going to be going straight. We're going to be going and spinning at the same time as the galaxy is turning. Okay? The fastest road actually is to goes up and go down to the center. And this is how you go to the spiritual realms. You're going into the 5D in there to it, and you go down to the center. And when you go down to the center, you're going to go to this black hole, which is, this is going to be that ascendant of Scorpio. And what you see in there is the creations. That magnetic force that out of the nothing could create everything. Okay. And it's all about what you're going to tell in yourself during these moments, because those negative patterns in there, those negative situations within there, it's going to lead you to this duality and movement, desire not to change while it's calling for you to change. And that is going to come from Neptune, that green line and these divine energies here towards the ascendant is going to be like, it's for your own good. You will understand mystery. You will understand why you don't like certain things. You can overcome the things that you don't like because you're afraid of knowing the things that you don't like. And then you're turning that order, you turn into a motivation. Okay, so 3 o'clock energy is very beautiful to face your own darkness. All right, 4 o'clock, you learn certain things. You're authorizing to get this new energies and force. If you still in this, I don't care, I don't want it, and so on. This is not for me. It's not going to help me to grow, and so on. I push that away, and you shower things under the rug. That's what usually happens to people. But if you get the wisdom and the wiseness of the Scorpio, it's like, oh, let me go down to it. Let me go search these mysteries. Let me go dive deep in there. Let me figure out these mysteries for it. And then you find the emotions. You're touching the emotions within yourself in there. And that is gonna be that beautiful blue line from the ascendant toward the sun. And as the sun is shining the light, and you're going where? You're going to Saturn to learn. And at the same time, the midheaven, that is at the end of Leo, that is that point where the last year, Mars and Venus, they were. That inspiration is between Pluto and Neptune. Okay, and this is why I brought you this chart from the last year, you to see it, to seek things from within. Okay. All right. You figure things out, and when you figure things out, of course, this is going to be a time what you find certain things, but then it's going to be, sometimes when you find certain truths, you get mad, you get pissed off, or sometimes when you get into these situations is in there, and you begin to be like, I should have known it, I should have get it, I should have, could have, would have. It wasn't the right time. Don't be harsh on yourself in there, but you can touch base it in your emotions. It's like, you know what, it's okay. It was a mistake. It was great. I can go ahead. Now I know it. Now I can act differently. I can put these energies in totally different positions for it. The midheaven at Virgo is going to be facing Saturn in there, and the growth. This is going to be the moments that it's like, oh my God, I'm such a failure. I'm such a this, such a that energy. Instead of this inspirational energy, is like, you know what? I see what happened. I see what I need to do. And that beautiful energy with the sun actually in there is going to be providing great, great learnings. Not just good, great. All right. You guys seen this in the past few days. This is a very beautiful energy. You tackle the issues, okay? You tackle it the intense energies. You are going through rough times, but even despite the rough times, you're happy. You can understand. You can see it. A lot of review of the past relationship kind of comes in. The darkness from within the relationships in there. Um, the mean Lilith, it is opposing Neptune, and that energy is there for it. You may bring old relationships in there, but on the other side, the new relationship can help you. The current relationship with yourself first is going to help you to heal the patterns within yourself as the moon and Mercury coming together. And this is where the inspiration is going to kick in. The ascendant of Sag is going to be leading in there. Your motivations for inspiration is going to be leading to it. If you have not matured, though, as you see it, the ascendant is have this red line towards Jupiter right in here. I'm talking about this line here. If you have not grown, can you inspire yourself? You see, the self-starters, the self-inspirations, you just have to tell certain people the problem and they get to work. But some of the people who cannot get to work, you have to order them or you have to push them. But be the inspiration from within themselves and let them self-inspire. This is why the movie exists. This is why the songs are existing. This is why the wisdom, the books, the philosophy, the psychology, the stoicism, the neo-paganism, all these religions, they exist about that. You to learn how to be self-inspirational within you, with the wisdom in there to yourself. Okay? All right. What just happened here? I think I pushed the wrong button. Yeah. All right. Now, as we're talking about this wisdom, the next hour, which is going to be at 7 o'clock, in there, the ascendant at Sag, it is in divine energies with the sun. You put that divine perspective in there within yourself, directly link beautiful energies with the midheaven, the inner work as a balance within you. But that goes where? To a teacher, to Saturn, to removing the veil, to removing the fears, to look beyond the fears, to understand beyond the limits, to go into the unknown. Because you know that that's the road you have to go. You're making a road when there was no road before. And then you understand one thing. You came here as a creation to create. And that is your destiny. You will find it. But if you're not grown, that ascendant opposing Jupiter and squaring Saturn, nobody can help you through the limitations. Nobody can help you. You have to be that self-inspirational part on your own. All right, well, this is the time when some of the people, it's gonna be like, what the heck, what is this intense energies? Now is the time to talk to you a little bit about grounding. Grounding is gonna be required, everything in there. I'm gonna be put you back into the pictures of the paradise of Adam and Eve. They had to go and walk out there. But when they learn about the knowledge, they begin to feel guilt, shame, and so on, because they are learning from the base of knowledge, not in the base of the tree of wisdom, the tree of life, the tree of love and care. They went to learn, study, so they can program themselves instead of allowing the journey to teach them. And now this moon with Mercury and squaring Saturn, I mean, not squaring Saturn, squaring the midheaven at Scorpio and opposing Pluto. This is the times when you're going to be very in intense hot energies. You're going to feel a certain energies are very, very hot within yourself. Proper techniques to ground, using it whatever it is. Go to YouTube, learn how to ground yourself in there. Most of all, though, I actually posted one video of Denzel Washington, very inspirational, and he said one thing: "When you are in anger, in there, be in silence, stay, don't do anything in there. Things will pass." Because that way you're gonna be calmed down, then you're gonna be thankful for it. And this is one of the moon and Mercury. If you see it, it's a very good part of that world. Okay, and if you look at it, the sign of that energies in there, Pluto's gonna be like, let me test you. Can you act like your old self? Are you gonna be inspired, or are you gonna be ordering? And if you order and the people don't follow you, guess what happens? You don't understand the people. You want to control. And this is why this Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius energies are. They are unchangeable, unmovable, but it's about you to be changed. It is about you to grow in there. This tough lessons, right? Well, for those who change, those who are understanding it, the portions, beautiful emotions, beautiful authority, you're learning, you're happy, you motivate yourself, you're just like, man, I got this. But if your emotions is not in order, you're not going to be able to change, because those emotions is like, you don't change, the love doesn't change. But you change, everything else is going to be changed. You see, you're the one that is going to be creating those actions. And that growth, that inspirations that it's going to come in, and motivations that it comes in within yourself, is going to be paying off. Guess where? In the material world, because that's what Mars and Neptune is. That is this beautiful kite that comes in from the midheaven. After you get done with your shadow, you go into the authority, you go into the Saturn, you learn that. But the Sun and Saturn, they're sextiling Mars and Uranus. The universe is like, here you go, here's your reward in the material world. You wish, you'll receive. And this is about that growth today. You grew. You evolve. It's a fifth house, right? You get in the wisdom there. All right. as the next hour, which is going to be at 10 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be with Pluto. If you have an app for the stars, in there you can see it rising on the horizon, and the moon is going to be descending in there for it. But that energy is going to be pointed out here. What else it's left to be done? Yeah, you're going to have those energy, but you're going to be able to not reacting on this. Could be a lot of the collective energies that it's coming in there, and those collective energies, they can affect your emotions. But you conquering your own emotions and inspire yourself to change. Hear that inspirations a few hours ago. When do you get there? What did you tell yourself a few hours ago? Okay. We're talking about it 11 o'clock. You either get the divine energies in there. You already got warning about that a few hours ago. Talking about this inspirations is in there. Meet Kevin and the sun there, divine energies within their authority. And you have that beautiful trines with Saturn right now. You're the one who authorizing your learnings. Because you can go out in there and study how to control people, how to pushing people up and so on, but you push him through a force. That's the difference between the boss and the leader. The leader operates on the base of motivation and inspiration. The boss operates of the four of order. I'm your boss and you're gonna listen to me. And when you know that your boss is wrong, how you feel? Right? What is your emotions at that time? You know what you need to do? You just say, okay, boss, I know you're wrong. I'm going to show you later. It's not going to work. But I'll do it your way. And when you do it the way that your boss wants and it's wrong, it's not working, then you tell him, now, can I do it my way? Let me fix it, doing my job. And you show how it's done. You show up in there. But that is the power of you controlling your emotions. All right, guys. That's how I'm leaving you. But don't forget about it. You can be a boss or you can be a leader. Choice is yours. Be love, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.